the pool. Only difference being that 3 of the 4 boys in here are fully intact males. As a result, we don't keep them with our girls because we don't promote breeding here at the sanctuary, so the boys have their own bachelor pad. Now out on the far side, nearest to the cave, we have Flipper. Down on his mat, surfing around, it's his favourite place to be, we have Pumpkin. With a very pale back, just over near Pumpkin on the far side, we have Marlin. And then down near the steps, we have our big dominant male, and that's Luxie. Now it's Pumpkin I'll introduce you to first. Pumpkin is 4 years of age. He was 4 on Halloween of last year, and Pumpkin's most recent pup that our team rescued from the wild that unfortunately wasn't able to be released and had to stay as a resident. Pumpkin was found 4 years ago on a beach in Guernsey. A gentleman found him and noticed that every time Pumpkin weed, he weed a little bit of blood. The gentleman phoned us up and asked us if there was any chance we could take Pumpkin on. The team were more than happy to do so, but being over in Guernsey, he wasn't easy to get to. The gentleman that found Pumpkin ended up chartering a private plane. He flew Pumpkin to the mainland for us, where the team were able to pick him up from the airport and bring him into our hospital. It then took the team nearly 9 months of scans, x-rays and ultrasounds to finally find out that, as far as we're aware, he's the only seal in the world to be born with kidney stones. As a result, he couldn't be released into the wild, and that's why he lives here with us as a permanent resident. Now with our volunteer Josh, just on the far side of the enclosure today, we have with Elliot, we have Marlin. He's the one with a very pale back, and Marlin was rescued the same year as Ray back in 2001. Now Marlin was found on the beach entangled in a really nasty fishing net that had cut incredibly deep into his hips. The team took him into the hospital where they cut the netting away and they started to treat his injuries. They noticed that he wasn't feeding well at all. 4 days after his arrival, he had a great big coughing fit and he brought up a ball of fishing line that had been lodged in his throat. As soon as he cleared that, he started feeding and putting on weight, so the team brought him down to the pools to start his rehabilitation. It was at that stage they noticed that Marlin was bumping into all the signs. The vet came out, checked him over, and we found out that unfortunately Marlin was born completely blind. As a result, he couldn't go into the wild, and that's why he lives here with us as a permanent resident. Now over in the corner by the cave, working with Jess this morning, we have Flipper. And if anyone can see Flipper face on, what you should be able to notice is some pinky white scarring on the end of his nose. Flipper was rescued by our founder Ken Jones over 30 years ago. As a young pup, Flipper swam into a chemical pollutant that had been spilt out at sea. To this day, we don't know what that chemical was, but not only did it burn his nose, leaving the scarring you can see today, but Flipper also inhaled the chemical. The result is that he damaged his respiratory system and he can't hold his breath for long enough to catch his own fish. Can anyone shout out and take guess for me how long you think a grey seal should be able to hold its breath for? 20 minutes is a very good guess. Double it for me. 40 minutes, you're ever so close. An average dive for an Atlantic grey is 20 to 30 minutes. They can hold their breath for 3/4 of an hour. Flipper can't hold his for more than 5 to 10 minutes, and that's why he couldn't be released and why he lives here as a permanent resident. And then working with Kate nearest to the entrance gate this morning, we have our big dominant male, and his name is Logs, affectionately known by our team as Luxie. Now Luxie's story is a little bit different because he's the only one of the 4 in this enclosure that wasn't originally rescued by the team here at the sanctuary. Luxie was originally rescued by a team in the northeast of England. They rescued him as a young pup. They put him through a rehab program like we do with our great seal pups, but at the last minute, instead of putting him out and into the wild, they decided to keep him as a permanent resident. Now that was fine until Lux got to about 5 years of age and he started to reach maturity. As he started to reach maturity, he became quite aggressive and dominant as a fully intact male. The team looking after him at the time decided that this behaviour would enable Lux to compete with other seals in the wild, so after 5 years in captivity, they decided to release him. Unfortunately, in those 5 years, Lux had lost all instincts on how to hunt. As far as he was concerned, fish came out of buckets and he was fed by people. So it was only about